Hello, hello. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Hang on one second. I gotta do one other thing. Hello, hello, hello. Hang on just one second, folks. I'm trying to. Okay, forget it. Not gonna worry about it. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I don't know about you. I'm having a fantastic morning. Fantastic. Got an extra hour of sleep. And still woke up early. I have lipstick all over the place. We are going to have a busy morning because in addition to having a fantastic morning, I figured it out. I watched videos last night and I knew I was right there. Today we are going to cut the perfect quarter square triangle. I'm so excited. Okay. Hi, Loretta. You did make it in. Hello. Hi, Laura. Hi, Diane. Hi, Loretta. Hi, Robin. Hi, Sandra. Oh, good morning, Madeline. Hi, Diane. Hi, Shannon. And I already said hi to Robin. Okay. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Oh, hi, Sherry. How fun. Visiting my dad, so able to come on the live for the first time. Yippee! And I even had my doubts. I thought, so I went to bed. I couldn't keep my eyes open anymore. Top of the ninth. Actually, we were in the middle of the ninth. I went to bed. And I woke up this morning and I turned to Steve and because he was already reading the news. And I said, just tell me. He said, do you want to guess? I said, yeah, I want to guess. The Blue Jays won. He said, no. The Dodgers won the World Series back to back. Fantastic. Hi, Loretta. We're going to master the quarter square triangle. The Dodgers won the World Series. I have so much energy this morning. Of course, in my defense, I did have a Tootsie Roll. So, actually, I had two. All right. Then we're going to go through and spotlight some of your amazing, yeah, go Dodgers. First time in 25 years. There were so many. I'll talk while we sew. There were so many amazing records broken. And I'll tell you what. It was an amazing series. I enjoyed every minute that we watched. was amazing. Okay, then we're going to spotlight some of your things, and then hopefully if the other part of my software thingy is working. It's not. Instagram's not working. I don't know. Okay. Gosh, it was quite a game. All right, so first things first. Let's go back and let's finish up this because honestly, I couldn't get it out of my head. All right. Hang on a second. Let me fix this. Where's my screen all over the place? Let's take that off. Let's put this on. Hello, Dubrovka. How far could it go? My room is not that big. Madeline's having trouble finding her blade piece. There we go. Okay. Now let me just fix this real quick. Okay. Better, better, better. Now, let me run over and sew this because I finally figured out how we're going to do this. Okay? So let me just run over and sew this real quick. And give us a like. And share the channel out. Minnie, Mama's in here. Minnie, Mama's in her sewing room. I had my pen out here yesterday. For heaven's sakes, for heaven's sakes. No clue. I have no clue where stuff goes in here. I'm the only person who comes in here. All right, let's see. So, did you bring your sewing stuff? Are you working on something? Oh, yay, Madeline found it. Yay, okay. All right, this, man, it's been, I tell you what, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, but it's summer's over. I'm sewing it fast because I'm so excited to get. Oh, Dubrovka. Dubrovka said hugs, Minnie. Where are you, Minnie? I haven't had time this morning. Got myself going. Hi, Susan. I had time to... Steve had to go to an event. I haven't had time to sit on the couch for 10 minutes and read. I don't know. It's crazy. All right. Now, the secret to this whole thing has been in the size. That's been the secret. And we've got it figured out. Although I will say this, I have been a little hungry this morning. Not gonna lie. Yeah. I had to talk myself out of the kitchen. Multicolored fall blocks. Ooh, Susan, that sounds fun. Missing Betsy and Alex. Minnie, I miss you. Minnie! Come here, Minnie. Minnie, come and say hello. She's not having it. She's busy. Had a walk. I wasn't rushed this morning. And I still have a little time to relax. I don't know why I'm harping on this, but It's just nice. Just nice. Don't forget to set your clocks back if you haven't. Of course, nowadays it's all done electronically, so I mean, you hardly have to touch any of them, except for your, you know, whatchamacallits, analog. Okay. Just trim these little snippets off. Okay, now, here is what I finally had somebody explain yesterday that I was missing. Okay, so yes, here's my finished block. My finished block is like 4 inches. We want it to be 3.5 inches, right? So we're going to take the 45, right, and put it on the center line. So there's my 45. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you. I'm the only one who seems to have had a problem with it, but oh well. It's a good tip. 45 is on the seam line going this way. Okay? Now, half of 3.5 inches, I just did the math, is 1.75. 3.5. 3 is 1.5. Yes, is 1.75. So we are only going to move this to, there's 1.75 and there's 1.75. I think I'm doing this right. 1.5, 1.75. Yeah, 1.75. I don't mind cutting this one just to see if I'm right, because all I did last night was watch her. Shoot. Okay. Now, we're going to flip it around. Okay? We flipped it around. That's on there. Where's 1.75, 1.75, and 1.75? That we're going to move there. Keeping that there. Oh my God. It's going to work! Holy cow. It's going to work. It's going to work. Okay, first off, it is actually squared. Like, it is actually correct. It is actually right. Let's just see if the size is right. So my size is a little big. So here's what I did. It's hard to see on this ruler, but it's the best one that I have. So here I moved my ruler. So here's my 45. 45 there, and it's 45 on the other side too. And then I went to half of 3.5 is 1.75, 1 3/4 inches. So I went to 1 3/4 inches up here. I went over to what, there's 1 3/4 inches right there. And here's 1 3/4 inches down here, which is this point right here. And then what I did was I moved that point to the center of my block. And then I trimmed. Um, let's see if it's... That's a little better. So maybe I did that part wrong. 1 3/4. Well, that's not right. 1 so that must be how you do it, right? By moving the point. I went out of the video and came back in and it stopped. Could be your connection. I don't know. Hi, Donna. So I think I got that part right. However, I still seem to be a smidge. I'm off by like 1/4 inch, Diane. Not a lot, but enough that it's not 3.5. So now let me try it over here. Let me see if I can do it with this. So 1 3/4 and 1 3/4. I can't use this one. There's not enough points on it. There's not enough for me to see where the 1 3/4 is. There's the 1/4. I mean, there's the 45. Here's the good news. I'm virtually there. Now it's just making sure that I'm moving the... Am I supposed to move the halfway point of what I want the... So if I want if I want the block to be 3.5 inches, half of 3.5 is 1.75. You can put your 1 3/4 mark on the middle of the square. Okay, so that's what I did. All right, let's try it one more time. Let's just see if we're absolutely correct. Although I think it's going to be hard with this thing, but that's okay. So there's my 45. There's my 45 right now. My 45 right now is on this mark right here and on that mark. Now let's go to 1 3/4. And 1 3/4 is right there. Right there. Let's just put a little marker mark. 1 3/4. Okay, 1 3/4. 1 3/4 is right here. So that should go right there. Okay, let's play with this just for another second. This is definitely a confusing method. Listen, it's the only one that my brain is even remotely able to comprehend. This is part of the quilty math that I have, as well as being a new quilter. This is the only part of quilty math so far that has completely thrown me. Just this one, seriously. Last night, I told Steve when he came home and he was editing yesterday's video, I was just so disappointed. I said, it's just, I don't understand why I don't get it. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. The whole half of the video yesterday was just me being silent, trying to think. And then my brain was just like overwhelmed. And so my brain wasn't even thinking anymore. And I said, you watch, I'm going to get a gazillion comments of people who are like, I don't understand why you can't get it. So I appreciate those of you who don't get it. I appreciate or struggle with it. Like, I appreciate your candor, because I just, wow. So now that I have that mark there in the center, 1 3/4 in the center, and still that 45 line. And see, here's the other problem. Let me just tell you this, which is one of the reasons that I try and keep this channel pretty, why I try and keep this channel pretty honest, not pretty honest. I try and keep it very honest. I try and keep it very real, is because it's very easy to watch channel after channel after tutorial after tutorial after tutorial, and people are like, oh, and then square it up and press it, square it up, and you'd be all good to go. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. I can't square it up. So this channel is really about either being a new quilter or an experienced quilter, or a quilter who's been kind of crafting for a little bit, that there are still things that you try. It's not as easy sometimes as, oh, just cut it. Just square it. All right, let's see if this does it. Ouch. Oh, cramp in my hand. We're gonna eyeball this because I'm not using this one, and I wouldn't use this ruler, but we're just gonna slice off the bottom. Okay, now on that one. Now we're gonna flip this around, put it on this one, 45 on this one. Can I still see my little pock mark there? No. All right, 1 3/4. I'm learning a lot, Angela. Your struggles are the same as others. Madeline, how do you square these up? This seems too complicated to compare to others. I think Madeline's tapped out on trying to teach me quarter square triangles. I want you to come here and learn, and I want you to come here and realize that other people are having the same struggles, and I want you to come here and just put something on your sewing machine, and we'll just chat it in the afternoon and just sew whatever, right? It's not totally a project driven, or it's definitely not a tutorial channel. Please, I should have some sort of a disclaimer. It's not a tutorial. I think, thank you, Dubrovka, and I am sorry the Blue Jays lost. They gave it, they had nothing left to give. They gave it everything. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, 1 3/4 down, 1 3/4, so it's right there. Okay, so we're going to put that in the center. I've still got my 45. Okay, I think based on how little we just took off. Gosh. Minnie, Mom did it. Minnie, I did it, Minnie. And Now she's almost exactly 3.5 inches. 3.5. That's it. Millie, look, I did it. Come here, I'll show you. Come here and see. Come here. Look it. Mom did it. I did it. See, I did it. I did it. Say hi to everybody. Did you tell everybody you had a nice rest? And that the Dodgers won? I know. We watched the baseball game this morning. Okay, go take a rest on your blanket. Say hello to Dubrovka. Say hello to Dubrovka. I know. Just say hello to all of Mom's peeps. We're just waiting for Dad to come home so we can go for a golf cart ride, huh? Okay, go lay down. Okay, so that's how, listen. Finally, grasshopper. Yay! Oh, gosh, I thought I'd never, you know what? And yesterday when I was sitting here, I was saying to myself, there's something about the measurement you're trying to go to, 3.5, and having half of that, taking half of that, whatever that is. Half of 3.5 is 1.75. I will still say this. For her in this pattern to be starting with a 5.5-inch square, with 4 5.5-inch squares to make these, Minnie is thrilled. I know. My biggest cheerleader. For her to say that you need to start with a 5.5-inch makes 0 sense to me. 0. So there you go. But that's how I figured out how to do it. And I am going to get, I would like a 3-inch ruler, a 3-inch square ruler. I think that's what I need. Because a lot of them call out for 3 inches, and I think that would be handy. Or a 3.5-inch ruler. Holy. Thank you, Madeline. I think I'm going to. Squares on Amazon. Can I just say something? I need to put a stack of paper in here because every single time I'm on here, I open that drawer looking for a piece of paper. There's never any. And yet, keep opening the stupid drawer. Okay, so Amazon squares. Okay, next order of business. And I am going to do it again. I think Donna just said you should do it again while it's still. I could see she was cheering for the Blue Jays. Oh, that's funny. What was that little tiny thing? Hang on one second. I just saw something and I want to make sure I only saw the one. Okay. All right. Thank you, Loretta. Okay, let's do it one more time while we're sitting here. Okay. To 3.5 inches. So we've made our thingamajig, right? We've got our quarter square triangle. Okay. So there's that. Let's see if we can do it with this thing. I think that may have been a user error. Let's try it again. And then I'll tell you about this book I'm reading right now. Okay, so 45 inches. So we're going to use the 45-inch one that's going that way, right? And then we're going to find 1 3/4. So maybe that was, there's an awful lot of dots and crap on this ruler. Okay, blue lines are 1/4 inch. Okay. All right. So 45. Oh, actually, I should be doing, okay. And then 1 3/4, and 1 3/4 is right there. So we're going to move it down. Okay. Now let's trim it. Okay. Now, right? Yes. Okay, so there's your point. So now we're going to turn this all the way around. And that goes on there. Okay. All right. Now let's see. Oh my gosh, look how pretty she is. I may just sit here today and make these. Okay, let's see. Still big. Okay, let's try something else. It's still close to 4 inches. So just so you know, my biggest frustration was, although when I use this ruler, it's not nearly as big. These, honestly, lock. I mean, it's almost there. Well, let's just look on here. Actually, it's not. It's almost 4 inches. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Okay, this ruler is going to have to go too. I'm telling you right now, this is going to have to go. So, do you see this gray area? This blue shaded area all the way around the square? That's not part of the measurement. So, keeping that in mind, let's retrim it and see if we can make it make sense. So this is 1 inch starting at that inner point. That's 1 inch, not this gray, this blue fuzzy area around the side. All right, so now keeping that in mind, now where is, yeah, see, it's 4 inches. Okay, so now where is 1 3/4 inches? 1 3/4 inches, and 1 3/4 inches is here. Can I see it? Yeah. Okay, it's there. So now you go on the spot. Okay, so this ruler is not going to work because the area that I need to trim is in this blue. What in the world is the purpose of it? And I can't use that one because it doesn't have enough dots on it. Okay, hang on 1 second. I got to run and grab something real quick. Well, I'm not really sure why I grabbed this because I don't think this is I'm gonna have what I need. Hello. Hello. Oh yeah, it isn't. It is an extra 1/4 inch, which meant that I could go to 1.5. That's too confusing. I'll never. That's the part that I'll forget. Is if I get myself used to using this ruler to do that, and I tell myself right now, well, there's an extra 1/4 inch in that blue area. The next time I sit down to do these, they're going to be wrong because I will forget about that. The actual size is supposed to, be 3.5 inches. So now that we're cooking with fire, 1.75 and 1.75 is right there. Look how fast I'm going to do these. It's like I'm a master at it now. I could start a store. It's going to be perfect now. Watch. Hey, I'm even pretty proud of myself that I figured that out. So, Omni Grip for the win. Yeah, Omni Grip for the win. Because it really is. It's got them all. This one is so easy. Okay. On the 45, there's my point. We keep trimming away at her. Is she still square? She's still square. Oh, yay! Oh. Tell you what, I should go buy a lottery ticket right now for the mega for Tuesday night. That's what I should do. And then I can buy all the rulers I want. Done. 3.5 inches. Look at that. 1, 2, 3.5. One, 2, 3.5. Yeah, this is, here's the only thing I'll say about rulers that do this. I know I have another ruler. I don't know why they do it. I'm sure some people, I mean, I guess if you were measuring, if you had something that had a pattern to it or a design or whatever, you know, you could find the center of your square and know that you had an extra 1/4 of an inch. If you were trying to square it up plus your seam allowance, you know, you could do that because the inner area, you'd be able to see your pattern or see your block and then know that you had an extra 1/4 of an inch. But I think this is, I mean, in the world of danger, you know, it's not like Mission Impossible danger. It's not like swimming after you eat danger. Walking on wet tile danger. Running around the pool danger. No. But in the world of quilting, it's a little dangerous because you're going to forget. So, June Taylor ink, kind of a fail a little bit on that ruler. Thank you very, very much, guys. What an exciting day. Omni Grip, the first rulers I ever started, and I don't know what everybody thinks of them, but I used to say to myself, cut square for 1/4. Square side for 1/4 square side setting triangle. Cut square for 1/2 square corner setting triangles. I used to think, my God, this is awful. All this stuff on these rulers until you need it. So this is the Omni Grip 5-inch square. It was a game changer today. And I will say this, if you can see this, so at all these points, Can you see they have a little hole there? Not a hole, but there's a little gap there. They have a little circle there that they put so that you can put that right over your point, your center point. Fabulous. Okay, what's next? I don't know, now that we've mastered that. Okay. Some of my clear rulers have the, I'm going to have to rewatch. I was distracted. My dog was chasing a coyote. Ooh! Clear rulers. I'm going to go on Amazon, though, and look for some other rulers. I need a, thank you, Dubrovka. I need a set. I think that would be handy. Okay. I think let's take a look at some of the stuff that you guys have done. And then we'll just chat for a little bit. I'm going to clean today. I'm going to finish cleaning my house. Well, I'm going to do laundry today. The laundry is, we had such a busy week. We had a busy and slightly stressful week. I just had a busy week. It was just busy. No other word for it. And I'm not going to lie. The stack of stuff that has to be ironed at the end of my bed. Steve, break out the scotch. Amen. It's afternoon. It's after 12. Steve was laying the other night in bed watching TV, and he was like, I can't see over that mound of laundry. So I'm going to do laundry today. I'm going to do ironing and get that under control till Steve gets home. And then honestly, I'm going to come in here and try and get some. See, this is my problem. Is now this is out. And it needs to get put away. But I get busy and I forget to put it away. So I think we're going to do a little tidying in here. And reorganize for the layer cake ladder, because I'm going to work some more on that. Alex, they have sets of 10 for about $20. Oh, I'm in. I'm in for that, Madeline. Yeah. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Amen. I think that the Dodgers and the Blue Jays were amazingly, amazingly equally yoked. Steve said it perfectly. That was such a great series. It was just such a great series. And I was convinced when I went to bed last night, it was the middle of the 9th inning, that the Blue Jays were going to pull it out. And I fell asleep. I couldn't watch anymore. And I thought, Blue Jays are going to win. And what an amazing, we watched the end of it today. It was just amazing. It was just two teams that were as equal as they could possibly be to play in the World Series and to make it so exciting and so much fun to watch. And while I hate that someone has to lose, I don't enjoy it at all, because my second thought was, I feel really bad for the Blue Jays because they really, really wanted it bad. Both teams did. And unfortunately, one team has to not win. But it was just fantastic. Just fantastic. Talk about fate. Okay. Let's take a look at some of the stuff that you guys posted this week. And then I'm going to try and run our contest. So we'll see if we can do that. Yeah, I think that those are going to be a very good investment. I agree with you. All right, let's see. So this is, let me go back up. 1/4 inch seam. Newest. All right. Oh, wait, you can't see it yet. Okay, let's see. Madeline says, started making my holiday hot pads. Oh my gosh. Those are awesome. Those are awesome. I love that one. I love that one. Oh my gosh. Madeline. All right, let's see. Julie said, for my grandson, due tomorrow. Oh, congratulations. That's right. Finished my 9-month project, but didn't get a chance to post it before today. Kimberly, go on and post it today. Go on. Go on and post it. That is, okay, Julie, that looks, oh my gosh, that looks amazing. That looks like you could just snuggle in that thing all day long. Look how cool that is. It's almost like a velour type. Ooh, I love that. All right. Loretta, wow. Oh my gosh, what a fun quilt top, Loretta. What a fun block to make. What a fun block to make. I call it my double pinwheel. Sorry for the wrinkles. I didn't iron it. How fun. I love the colors. Yes. And a happy birthday to Julie's grandson who's on his way. Laura is also quilting a baby blanket for her first grandchild. Oh my gosh, all these babies. All right, let's see. Ooh, Loretta. Wow. Ooh, I love that. In the middle, the blue and white one. Holy cow. This one is Loretta, excuse me. Okay, Alex did, I think this is going to be amazing once she gets it all steamed out. Still need one half of the other and half steamed and quilted, but I'm so proud, and she didn't give up. It's faux leather. Is that amazing? How cool would that be on the back of a couch or a chair? Oh my gosh, here's Madeline's hot pads. Madeline, those are, oh my God, I am in love with this one. I am in love with this one. And I was just going to ask, and then I looked up and saw the word folded. I was going to ask you if it was folded, if there was folding in the middle. There is. Just beautiful. Okay, Madeline, how hard were those? Okay, Laura. I'm counting on you putting a post up for November. All right, let's see. Pinwheel quilt. Thank you. No, not now. Now, not no. Oh. Okay. God, I love this. That's amazing. Okay. Madeline finished her triangle quilt. Oh, no. For a friend diagnosed with cancer. Okay. On Tuesday, we're going to make an announcement for, remember that November is our, we need a good name. So throw your ideas for a name into the chat box and we'll send you a gift if we choose your name. We need a name for November because what we want to do is we want to encourage everyone to give away one project. Give away a quilt, preferably like a quilt or a blanket. I mean, even if it's a fleece, a polar fleece, like a fuzzy fleece, what do they call that stuff? That fleece, a fleece blanket. There are so many people this time of year, and it doesn't have to be, it can be somebody who is homeless. It can be somebody who is lonely. It can be somebody who is sad. It can be someone who is dealing with something very, very scary, like Madeline's friend dealing with terminal cancer. Excuse me. It can be the preemie unit at a hospital. It can be the cancer unit at a hospital. It can be somebody who just who's in the hospital or a nursing home or a care center. So that's what we need. We need a name for that project for November. And we are going to count up how many we give away. So with that, between now and Tuesday, come up with some names. Warmvember. Warmvember. Okay, Warmvember is our first. I like that. Warmvember is our first. All right. Now, let's see. Shannon. Oh my gosh. Shannon. I know I saw Shannon's name on here. Look at this. Huh? I got on the reverse applique train. It was so much fun. I'll be doing it again. That is adorable. That is absolutely adorable. I love it. I absolutely love that, Shannon. Diane's, here is my daughter's latest quilt she made. Diane. Holy cow. How beautiful is that? That is really cool. And I love the quilting. So last week we were talking about the mystery quilts. Is it Lori Holt that does the mystery quilt? No. Just had my note here. I want to look at that today. I'm going to look into that today when I tire of ironing. I'm hoping to get finished with the quilting on a 40 by 40 to give to a nursing center, to give to someone in a wheelchair that may not have much family around. Hoping to make a few more. And Shannon says that her shirt was so easy. Oh my gosh. What Donna just said is another thing. You know, this is the holiday time, and you have a lot of people that are in nursing homes or care centers or even rehabilitation centers. They've had surgeries or whatever, and they don't really have anybody. They don't have anybody. And yes, Minnie, thank you. And I think to drop that off to somebody so that they know that somebody is thinking of them, you know. And here's the other thing. Those places are always so flippin' cold. It drives me bananas. That I tell you what. And who wants a hospital blanket on? So we're gonna take a little bit of a trip down the rabbit hole on these mystery quilts, and maybe we'll do one of those projects together because I think that thing is cool. Okay, and we saw Laura's. Okay, so I think that on the YouTube channel we are caught up. Now, let me see here really quick. Hello. Okay, let me just look something up really quick. Oh, that's my problem. I'm just going to stand there and cry with them. Okay. Face. All right, let's see. Whoops. Oopsie. Okay, let's see if Bonnie Hunter. Let's see if we'll do these and then we'll call it a day. So look at that adorable table runner that Betsy did with pumpkins. Is that so cute? All right, let's see. We saw Madeline's triangle quilt. Okay, Linda Bush. Oh, Susan, we didn't see the pillowcases. One of my latest, so Laura Bush did, oh my gosh. Look at that. That is amazing. How cool is that? Jeez. That is awesome. Last week we saw Robin's quilt for her dad. Oh my gosh. Oh, Robin. God, I love that quilt. So cool. Okay, we saw Julie's one for her grandson. Betsy. Oh, this is Betsy's Christmas quilt. Oh, how cool is that? Oh, Betsy, I love it. I love it. And I love it with the cream background. I love that. Oh, Wendy did her placemat. Look how cute. I loved this project. I really, really did. Yeah, besties. Happy Sunday and happy quilting, Sandra. Bye, Sandra. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Oh my gosh. How cute is that? And look at her back. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So I am a Peanuts fan all the way. This is adorable. Adorable. Oh my gosh, Wendy. Great, great job. Okay, let's see. Sandra Parnell, picnic quilt for a wedding gift. What a great idea. What a great idea. And how pretty is that? Jeez, look at that. I love the colors. That is fun. What a great idea. Oh, I'll have to go back and look at the pictures. Oh, Madeline. Okay, here is Susan's turtle pillowcases. Wow, those are good. That's a great pattern. That is a great fabric. And I think, wow. Susan, you guys are so amazingly creative. Just amazing. Okay. All right, here's what we're going to do. I want to give everybody the rest of today to post their projects because some of you are really close on finishing projects. So, post your projects today, and we will announce the winner on. We'll do the drawing on. Let's do it on Wednesdays live because we've just ended the month, so we're going to do it on Wednesdays live. Wednesday, 6:30. Please remember to share the channel out and invite other people to come and sew and chat and enjoy the day with us. We did it, folks. We finally figured it out. It's only taken us, I think, 3 or 4 months. I've only watched a half a dozen videos on how to do this, and we finally figured it out. I'm so, so excited, and thank you for all of your encouragement and for challenging me and for congratulating me because you guys are so sweet. I love you guys. Have a fantastic evening or afternoon. It's only noon. So much day left. Have a fabulous evening. I'm making ribs on the barbecue tonight, probably wearing a jacket while I do it. And I will see you all tomorrow. I love you guys. Have a fantastic day. Bye.